Man, I've been doing this podcast for over 7 years, and I've covered a lot of Bible doctrine in that time. Even got a degree in the process. But I'd kind of like to try something new. Well, what could you possibly do that would be fun, but would also fulfill your purpose to spread the gospel? Yeah, that's a good question. What if I did something I already love, but I find a way to incorporate the gospel into it? So you mean something that would be fun and would get you out of that desk chair, but would also tell people about the goodness of God? Yeah, I mean, it can be done, right? Well, I suppose you won't know unless you try it. You got anything in mind? Oh, I think I know just the thing. Well, hello there, friends, and welcome to the rebranding of my channel from the Gospel Over Gimmicks podcast to Wretches and Wrenches, where we're going to spend some time doing automotive related content, working on my old trucks. I'll give you a quick tour of the fleet, if you want to call it that. And we're going to work on trucks. Maybe work on some cars a little further down the road. I don't have any cars, but maybe someday I will. Uh, and we're going to try and incorporate the Word of God into what we do. Because I think it can be done. I think it can be done. And some people might come along looking for some wrench turning automotive content and come across the truth of the gospel, and their life might be changed. You never know. So we'll figure out a way to incorporate those two together. I think it can be done. Let's see what I'm working with here. I don't have nothing old yet, but maybe further on down the road. For now, this is my daily driver, my 2002 F-150. Got the 4.6 in it, and I haven't really done much to it. I put a radio in it, put the smoked tail lights on it, and I got some headlights for the front because the front ones are all old and nasty, and I got some headlights that'll match the back ones. We'll do that. I got a lowering kit for it. We're going to lower it down, and we're going to have to upgrade the wheels at some point. It needs tires, little things here and there uh, that we're going to do to it. I've been amassing parts. I got to do the brakes on the front. We'll get into that. So plenty of work to do on this thing to keep us busy. But let me show you what else I got. This is my Ranger. This has been my project truck. I've owned this truck since 2015. It's been my project truck for the last few years. It's lowered, got 20s. Uh, not much done to it other than it's just lowered on 20s. Rides like a brick, but it looks good. And I recently changed out the speakers in the ascending cab part. I still got to do the ones at the door. Need to upgrade the radio, and some other things I need to do. There's rust on the top of the cab I need to address, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna hold on to this one too much longer if I'm going to sell it. But there's a couple of things we can do on this to keep us busy as well. But let me show you what's going to be the main project. This is my 2001 F-150 Super Crew 4-wheel drive 5.4. As you can see, it's been sitting here for a minute. And the reason I stopped driving this is because I thought something was wrong with the rear end. So I bought the Ranger. And upon further research, I don't think there's actually anything wrong with this rear end. So I would like to get this thing up and running again. New tires, needs a fuel pump, probably needs quite a bit of other things since it's been sitting for like 8-9 years. But this is really going to be a big project we get into in the future. So if that's the kind of thing that interests you, I know y'all can probably tell by my shirts I've been wearing. I'm into the automotive channels as well. They work on the old cars and get old things running that's been sitting for a while. I don't really have access to that other than that thing. It's been sitting for a long time. But we'll get there. We'll get there eventually, you know. But if you'd like to see me tinker on my old Fords, and along the way, we're going to talk about Jesus and the Bible. You know, not a whole lot, but we're going to squeeze it in there and tell you about the truth of the gospel, what God has done for me, and we'll have some fun turning wrenches as well. So if you're interested in that, don't forget to subscribe, share, hit the like button, turn on the notifications, all those wonderful things, and stay tuned for more content from Wretches and Wrenches. My name, by the way, Richard Storm and Norman, if you've never checked out my channel before, and we'll see you later.